What's up, everybody? As you can see, we're making a new video. Welcome to a new series. We're going to be doing a series, guys, where we recreate the Sour Strips website. We're going to take it into consideration from a conversion optimization point of view. And overall, guys, this website has been built beautifully. But at the same time, we like to rebuild websites, and you guys know that's nothing new for me. I like to rebuild websites. I just enjoy building websites, period. And since this is Theme Rhino, I got to do a proper introduction. Everybody, welcome to the YouTube channel. Theme Rhino here from themerhino.com. I'll leave the links in the description. What we're going to do is we actually have to upload our themes. So the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about where we're getting our themes from. So I'm going to be using the Wolf of Shopify theme. Now, this is a series that's going to be different than all the other series that I've done, because we're going to compare and contrast different themes that Wolf offers. So we have here the Wolf theme, okay, and then we have the Alpha Wolf theme. So the difference, there's a huge difference in price. This is $295, or if you consider the actual price is $455, and then we have here a theme here for $159, but it's for sale for $125. If you don't want the little bonus, you could remove it, and it's $125. So we know that there's two different themes. We want to see which one's going to be better. They both have different features, different benefits, and you guys can kind of like see through the different benefits that they have. And they go through that, but I'm not going to go through that too much today. I'm just going to be doing the designing. I'm going to be giving tips along the way, and you guys know I like to do these design series, and more importantly, I like to do it for stores that are already created, just to give people a different look as to how to create a professionally designed store. You know, a lot of the times we all who start businesses, specifically with Shopify and other websites, is we want our websites to look good and we want it to look professional. But there's a lot of times where we create a business or a website, and after we're done with the whole process, whether we hire somebody, whether we do it ourselves, it just doesn't look as good as we might want it to. And that's perfectly fine. And for that reason is the reason that I'm going to be creating, guys, this website, or recreating rather this website, and just giving people a different view to creation. That's all. And like I said, it's going to inspire people to, kind of learn how to do their own thing and kind of mitigate. And I remember, with all the problems I had to go through, watching videos of other people designing and other people creating websites would help me mitigate different issues, and I would know what I would do. So without further ado, I'm just going to pause the screen real quick. You guys won't really notice it, but I'm going to take the time to upload the themes that I have. So the Alpha theme and the right here, the Wolf theme. I'm gonna upload both of those themes, and then through time we'll kind of decide which one we wanna use. But for the tutorial series, this is gonna be multiple episodes, day by day by day, and we're gonna be designing it on both themes. Okay, so with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right in. So if you want to upload a theme, you're gonna have to go here to online store. You're gonna click the online store button, and then you're gonna click on themes. Okay, once it takes you there, you're gonna see this thing. There might not be any themes uploaded, but we're gonna go over here and hit the upload button, and then upload the files that we receive from this website. Okay, because these are the custom themes we're going to use. Okay, guys, so after uploading the two different themes, I'm going to go ahead and rename them so I can just work with them a little bit easier. So it says here, upload theme to Shopify. That's the name of the file, but I'm going to go over here and hit rename, and I'm just going to call this Wolf to resemble the original Wolf theme. So if I just pull up Wolf, this is the actual Wolf theme. So this one right here is Wolf, and then this one, okay, is Alpha. Okay, so this is Alpha. All right, so let me go ahead and rename and type in Alpha here. Okay, and let me hit rename. So basically what I'm doing is saved it just so that I'm aware. So what we're doing basically, and I'm just gonna kind of talk out loud here, is that with this specific website, you got to really analyze the type of website you're gonna build. And when you guys who are building your own stores, your dropshipping stores, your e-commerce sites, you really need to think about, what is the ideal behind your brand. In this case, it's candy. There's a limited amount of products. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's really it. Those are the main amount of products. Now, there's other products that, where they sell clothing and things like that, and stickers. But when we talk about the main product, there's about 8 of them, right? There's the, obviously you can mix and match like starter pack, original pack, newbie sampler. All that's great. But when we're talking about the varieties, there's 8 main products here. And so we're not even going to really focus on categories or anything like that, but we want to break down different ideals when it comes to the design. So without further ado, let's go ahead and publish one of these themes. And I'm going to start off with Wolf here, just so we can go ahead and publish it. So let's hit publish here, and let's hit publish. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on this one first. So let's hit customize. Let's give it a second. And so once you get the theme, it looks something like this. Let's get rid of this little newsletter box. Let's change some things. So we already have the logo. I took the time to save it. So we're going to go into our header. And so we have different headers that we can select from. So for example, this is header 4. We have header V2 here. We have header V1. When we pull up header V1, we have header V6. So you can tell there are different logos, different things that are going on. We could change the size of the logo. We could do a whole bunch of different things. So without further ado, something that I just want to say is, notice here how it says header homepage, and then when you scroll down, it says header other pages. So this is one of those themes. We're talking about the original Wolf now, right? And you want to be able to remember which one is which. The original Wolf gives you this ability. You'll see in the other themes that it's different. Every theme is created differently. So you don't want to mix and match the two and make mistakes from that case. So let's go ahead and upload our logo. So what I'm going to do is this is, the contents of the theme. I'm going to just drag it away here and upload the logo. So let me take the logo and just drag and drop. So .svg is not supported. So it's a SVG file. So let me just see what kind of files that I can upload real quick. Let me try to upload some of these images. Okay. Drop them in here. Let me see if I can, drag and drop this so it is SVG. And so this case, you can see we have different ideas of logos. Now, I'm going to eventually replace the logo, but since, just for the sake of time, I don't want you guys, I don't want to waste your guys' time. So I'm just going to use this little blueberry icon as the logo. And I can make it a little bit bigger. I can make it a little bit smaller. And being that we have like 8 main products, I honestly don't even need to worry about the size of the logo. If I want to make it really, really big, I could do that. If I want to make it, well, not that big, but if I want to make it, this big, a little bit smaller, I could do that also. So a little tip for everybody watching is that when you're creating a store or a theme, you're utilizing a theme, you don't want your logo to be too big. Now, not every theme has this capability. You have to understand that this section right here where you can drag in, the size of the theme, the logo, not every theme has that. It's a little nice feature to have, but like I said, there's more expensive themes, like for example, Alpha does not have that feature, but it has other features. So you got to be aware of, how you utilize your business and how do you utilize your theme. So if we just look at the design here, this is the theme, and we can make some customizations. So without further ado, I want to click on this gallery. And the gallery is interesting to me because with candy, it's a little bit different. It's not like we're putting out new candy all the time. We could put out these little images, but it wouldn't really add to the benefit of the store. We need to find other images, and I know I downloaded some here that I'll actually drag and drop right now. But these are pictures of how the actual candy looks like. So it's going to be much, much better than to just, use, just random pictures here of instead of this kind of candy, or logo, we'll put up images like this, okay? And so what we're going to be utilizing is this for our gallery. So I'm going to just be adding the images right here, and I'm going to try my best to kind of put it like in a sequence where the colors kind of match. So I could use the green first if I wanted to, and then the next one maybe like this one right here, where the green kind of matches. And I'm not saying I'll be perfect at this, but visual cues make a difference. So let's just upload all of them. Okay. And let's select this one here. So that's like a deep dark red. This is like a lighter pink. We have this one. Is there any others we're missing? Let's see. So we have this one. We have this one, this. I believe we uploaded that one already. I'm not even sure. Yep, I think we uploaded that one, and we uploaded this. Okay, let me go on the website and see if there's any more photos of those kind of images. Let's select blue raspberry here. Yep, so we have the blue one. So let me go ahead and see if I could download that. See if it comes up. Let's see what pops up when we have that image. Yeah, that's a good image. Let's see if it looks good when we drag and drop it. If it fits, it does fit, okay? And if we zoom in, notice, guys, if we click on this little gallery, we can see a view of the photo, and then we could zoom in. Maybe if it's not candy, but maybe you guys are selling something else where it's like clothing, or maybe it's a technology like a toy, or like a, some people sell razor blades, or whatever the case may be, where there's certain details that people need to see. That's really what the benefit of a gallery is for. It's also, there's another benefit where you get to feature different images of products that you might have not shown before on your website, or maybe just show a different view for them. So we have all these different images. So let's go ahead and see if we could configure like a design here. So we have the blue, the green, we have this blue, maybe put them closer together with like a pink, right? Kind of like this. And then we have green, followed by red, followed by orange. So that's kind of good the way it's set up. And instead of naming it our photo gallery, we're going to label it Sour Strips Gallery, right? Sour Strips Gallery. And we have visit our gallery. I'm just going to remove that text. I can always add a subheading, but in this case, I'm just going to remove it. And, something just basic. I could always say something, label it a little more interesting, but I'll just leave it the way it is. Okay? And if you guys want to name yours just gallery or whatever it is, that works fine too. Okay? Now, page, and you want to upload it to header other pages. And typically, header V1 is a good way to start. It's very the typical kind of setup. It's got the little logo on the left. It's got the whatever you want to call it, menu buttons in the middle, and then you have some icons that have to do with cart and things like that. So let's just go ahead and save our progress. And once we save our progress, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the actual design and kind of think about how we're going to be designing this. So the banner here, we really don't need a banner. Like I said, there's really not that many products in this case. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of the banner. I'm just going to remove the whole entire section. And the products that I have the best sellers here, which is this homepage section, right? I'm going to go ahead and just drag this, product V2 it's called, and I'm just going to drag it upward, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to select a collection. In my case, I haven't added any products whatsoever. So you guys are going to see me do that right now live, right? So let's just go ahead and save the work here. And let's go back. Let's exit. And the first thing we do, even before we create products, is let's create a collection. And let's just call it the best seller collection, okay? So the best seller collection. And notice how when it says best seller collection here, we could either have no conditions, we could have certain conditions here, or we could just literally kind of manually kind of sort products. So I can call this whatever I want, but that doesn't mean it's going to adhere to those particular settings. So just because I wrote bestseller doesn't mean it's going to show what's it called, collection products are the best sellers. What we're going to do is we're going to create the collection and manipulate which products we want to show. So now that we have a collection, let's go ahead here and go to all products and let's create our first product. So we're going to create our first product off the basis of, what's on the website. We have here blue raspberry. So I'm just going to copy it, blue raspberry, and I'm going to type in 6-pack. Okay. And, we might even, remove all the 6-pack text. You know what? Screw it. I'll just do it now. Leave it in the description. And jam-packed with flavor, guaranteed to turn your tongue blue. Okay. And we'll copy and paste these bullets here. And we'll copy and paste this. Or we'll even copy and paste all this. Okay. Not that, this is an amazing product description, but it gets the job down for now. So let's just go ahead and save. And let's just go ahead and also take the images from the page and go ahead and grab them. So I'm going to go here and hit save as. And instead of doing that, I'll take a screenshot because I don't want a web page type image. I want a screenshot. Not the best option, but it is what it is for the sake of the video, of course. Let's hit save here. And the price is, it's sold out now, but the price is $19.99. So $19.99. And let's hit save. Okay. Now we want to add this product to our collection of bestsellers. So let's add it to our bestsellers. And let's hit save also. Now, notice how the product here is labeled draft. If we go ahead and publish this website, nobody's going to see this product because it's in the draft phase. So we need to go ahead and activate it. And let's just make sure it's on the proper sales channel, which is online store. And let's head back here. And let's just make sure the product's in stock. So we might add, let's say, 10 units available. Let's hit save. And let's head back here. And let's view the website. And so now the products still look the same here, which there's nothing selected. The reason why there is nothing selected is we haven't went in and actually selected the right collection for the theme to capture. So let's go ahead and hit customize here. And let's just wait for it to load. Let's give it a second. And let's hit product V2 and let's select here bestseller. And so notice how the first product here is bestseller. Now, something that's interesting to me is this orange yellow text. Some people might want to change it. I don't think it's a big deal, but for the sake of that, let's just go over here into theme settings. Let's go into colors. And so this orange yellow text is going to need to change throughout the whole store. So you could see it's orange yellow text here. Some guy named Chris Evans in Fairhaven, Massachusetts purchased whatever. We can change this. So let's say I wanted it to be almost like a light blue kind of to match the product. I could do that. See, it says $19.99 here. Let's go ahead and save. I like to always save my progress, guys, just because there are moments in time in the past where I've done some work for an hour, 2 hours, and then either my computer shut off or, my laptop ran out of battery or whatever the case. Sometimes that happens, so you don't want to lose any of your progress. Let's go back here, and something I want to do is I want to take a look at the style at which the product is presented. So you can't really edit that style here. What we can do is go to theme settings, and we could see how the product is kind of presented. So let's see here. We have a product page, collection page, we have product. Okay, so there's a section here called product item style, and it's essentially the way this product is presented here in like a collections page. So here's style 6. We could change it to style 1, for example, and you guys will see the difference. Notice the green bar on the top is loading. And sometimes when it's a a theme with packed full of features and benefits, there's different, load times. But you can see here now the text has moved over from the center to the left, and it's got, whenever I hover over, it's got an add to cart, so it's, and it has this zoom feature, this zoom effect. So let's go ahead and go style number 3, give it a shot. Let's see what's going on with style number 3. Okay, so style number 3 is this little drawer, I guess you could say, that pops up or slides in with transparent, the text is transparent to the image. This style number 3 is not going to necessarily work for us. I've shown in the past where style 3 works very, very well, but it's not going to work for us because the product image is taking the full load of the image, so it's not going to work for us. Let's go to style number 2. Because I don't want people to be confused, maybe not see the price fully. They want to be able to see the price fully without even having to hover over the product in this case. So let's take a look at style number 2 here. Once again, it's loading. And once again, the same effect where it's transparent. We don't really like that. Let's select style number 1. Okay, so we actually took a look at this. This is not bad at all. When somebody zooms in and clicks, they'll be good. Let's just go through a few more styles. So style number 9. Okay, so now it's the text is in the middle, and as soon as you hover over, nothing moves on the actual image, but we have the add to cart, the quick view, things like that. If I select the quick view, it opens up a quick view image, so definitely not too bad. Let's just take a look at style maybe 8. See if there's anything good there. All right, so style number 8, we have a product that looks very similar or the same, but as soon as we hover over our mouse, we got some text, and then we have an add to cart, which is probably the one that I'm honestly liking the most for this feature, so that once you do add to cart, it says added to cart successfully. So I actually like this style. Okay, so we're going to keep that style unless there's something else I want to change. But let's go ahead and save our progress. So style number 8 is the one that I'm going with. And there's a few things that we can take a look here. Honestly, this stuff is not a big deal, but what we do need to do is take a look at our product page. So let's just click on our product page for a minute. And this is what I was hoping, actually. I was hoping that the color here would match up. And if you notice, it seems like the image is pushed over to the left. And there's a reason why that is. If we go over here into our product detail settings, we have a certain settings that we've kind of are pre-selected for us. And we have product gallery modern selected for us. But we want to change that. Let's select product extended. You can see here there's an instantaneous difference. Let's hit save. It's a difference in terms of the look of the website. And we could even select a background, so product extended background if we wanted to, where all this top white portion is going to have a background image. And that's going to be kind of fun. We could do that. I have this image here. I'm not sure how well it will work for a background image, but what would really work really, really well is instead of all white, you guys see this background image right here, this little design of the lightning and all that kind of stuff. That would be a cool image to use as the background for this right here. So let's just give one of these a shot. And let's just do some dragging and dropping. And hopefully I could figure out, while this loads, hopefully I could figure out maybe how to kind of save the image. But it doesn't actually pop up here. So it's a background image, or it's a banner image rather. So maybe I can inspect the element. I'm going to try my best right now. Let's see here. So we have this section, this section. We have the different classes. Like I said, guys, I'm not an expert behind this. We're just trying to figure out here how we can get to the background image. So we have this image here, and I'm just hovering over, trying to grab some of these images. It seems like I don't know if I will be able to get it, honestly. I really don't know. All right, so I wasn't able to get the background image that I really wanted, which is this one. But I'm going to actually make our own background image later in a different episode. So let's just keep it white for now. And instead of product background, let's just select product extended and let's keep it where it's at. So basically what we have here is, and I'll kind of explain the product page, is we have an image, we have our logo, we have our menu, we have a product image, we have even the thumbnail images on the right here, and we have a countdown stock timer. So the countdown stock timer is actually pretty cool, and the reason why it's pretty cool is because, and I'll just kind of reload it, but the reason why it's pretty cool is that what it is it's a scarcity tactic or a scarcity feature. And basically what a scarcity feature is, guys, is whenever you're going to limit the amount of stock on a consumer, okay? If there is a true desire, if there is an interest that the consumer might have, it's going to now be amplified, which basically means that the customer is going to want the product more. Now, I'm not speaking from, I'm not talking out of my rear end here. I'm talking about real information. The reason why this is real is this has been studied in psychology. We could actually see real life examples of this, and I've talked about this before, but I'll use this example again, is that, for example, on Black Friday, people know that once the stock ends inside that store, the stock is gone forever, and the deals are gone forever. So what do people do? People end up camping out outside of the store. They barrage in, they barge in, they break down doors. People get trampled over, and you would ask yourself, why are people behaving like a whole bunch, like a stampede of animals running into the store? Well, the reason why is because scarcity is a motivating factor. They're literally running towards the product, and it doesn't matter if they hurt somebody or break down something in the store, as long as they are able to buy that product. That's how much demand they have for that product, that it will increase the chance of the sale, as long as they're buy that product, they're satisfied. So in this case, when you have something like this boosts scarcity. This boosts that desire. Now, there's two other features along with that in this, or three other features that help that, which is referred to as Lollapalooza Effect. Whenever you have more of these effects, these motivating effects, it increases the likelihood of sales, right? So this section right here, it says real-time visitor count is 17 people. And notice how it's always changing, 19, 17. What this is going to do right here is this is also a motivating factor through reinforcement. Let me go ahead and explain. The first thing that person sees is probably not the product page. They're usually on the home page. And when they're on the home page, they're looking through different products. Maybe they're taking a look at the gallery, but they notice this little section right here that says, so-and-so purchased, so-and-so purchased, and they're located here, located there. You could see it come up again, okay? Now, what this does is this is going to create sales social proof, right? So when you have social proof, you're essentially, it's also another bias, it's another psychological factor that motivates people to buy. Now, what happened is over the years is that people started to abuse this, right? Where they have a website, they have no real social proof, no real success. The website looks like crap. It's not professional. And they put up stuff like this and it gets a ton of notifications. What happened was Shopify actually stopped people from doing that. If you guys notice, the Shopify apps that you have to pay for, to get that feature, you actually have to have real sales, but not with this theme. See, the theme makes these pop-ups happen for you, okay? Now, here's the thing. It doesn't hurt your conversion rate in this case because when a consumer sees those sales, it needs to be backed up by other information. So when they see this hurry, only a certain amount left, and they're seeing a pop-up that it says Jack bought this product 19 minutes ago, and then they're seeing another notification in a few more seconds seeing that Chris bought this product 13 minutes ago, then it starts to make sense that there's only a certain amount left. Then, right, it shows here real amount of visitor time, 14 visitors. Well, then it becomes even more real that people are purchasing and things like that. And this is called pseudo marketing, which basically means that it doesn't actually exist, but it works to sell the product. And that's what marketing really is. Now, some people might say, is this morally or ethically wrong? And the answer is not really. Because if you go to Amazon, Amazon does the same thing. Walmart does the same thing. All these big companies do the same thing. And the reality is these companies wouldn't be as big as they are if it wasn't for their marketing. And once again, the marketing works, right? When you say to a customer, hey, there's only 15 left of this product, or the sale, we're doing a clearance sale, people will go in and purchase a whole bunch of that product because it's on sale, but it doesn't really make a difference to them. Does that make sense? They're going to have the desire, and it's going to motivate them more. So is it something moral or immoral or unethical? Honestly, I don't really think so, being that the whole world does it. And, if you're saying, hey, stock is limited, to be honest, there's bigger problems in the world, and if you're motivating people through a scarcity factor, there's really nothing wrong with it. And the reality is, if you have something morally against this, well, then you know what you're getting yourself into, and don't get the theme if you're against that kind of stuff. But that's one of the benefits of this theme, is that you get these social cognitive boosting factors that makes people want to purchase more. And then finally, to put the cherry on top, is you have this little section here that says 22 sold in the last 16 hours. And the reason why this helps, right, is because, and you have 20 sold in the last 13, is because this is a motivating factor also. When it shows a certain amount sold in the last amount of hours, this helps. And you could change up the text here and things like that, and we'll do that in the future episodes, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But once again, another feature beyond all this is a one-click checkout, right? When you add to cart, and this part looks a little empty right now, but I'll show you guys how this works, is when you add to cart and you proceed to checkout, this proceeding to checkout is referred to as a one-click checkout. Now, why does a one-click checkout actually matter? A one-click checkout is one of those next features, or there's those features that help you get the sales even faster. Because what happens is, and if you check this out, a lot of people with their Shopify stores who pay for ads and things like that, when people check out their product, they don't actually purchase. They hit the little checkout button, they hit the add to cart, they go to the cart page, they don't actually purchase. Somewhere along the way, they fall off and they don't make the purchase. So what you want to do as a customer, or as a business owner, is you want to shorten the process. You want to shorten the amount of steps it takes to get to that sale, and that's what one-click checkout helps with. Also, to further one-click checkout, you have a buy it now button. So if you hit buy it now, it will automatically take that one product that you want to buy, regardless of what's in your cart, and allow you to buy it right now. And you could see here that I had other products in the cart, and it made that change. So you just guys want to be aware of these different features that help boost your conversion rate. Okay, so now in this case, we have our sales counter, we have our stock counter, we have our visitor counter in real time, we have a whole bunch of different things. We have a sales proof social pop-up. All these things come together in this theme to boost your sales. And if you're doing it right, then you'll get the benefits. If you're not doing it right, and if your website is designed like crap, if you add like one of these features, it's not going to do much for you. It has to work all together in unison for this theme to actually make a difference, okay? And the key is unison. That's why there's something called Lollapalooza Effect. And I'll go ahead on Google and I'll just search Lollapalooza Effect, and I'll read it out to you. It says the bias of Lollapalooza Effect is that humans may have inherent biases and tendencies that they can sway our behavior. When several of those biases act together, the keyword is several, then together to drive us toward a particular action, you have Lollapalooza Effect that can drive large-scale drivers of human behavior. So the scale of the motivation that brings people to buy is much, much higher than normal. Okay, I feel like I've talked enough in this episode. We'll do a little bit more talking later in the next episode, but for now, we're going to end the video here. Have a nice day, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.